cheeky dogs, my name's Margie and I'm an Aussie currently living in America. Today's video is going to be a breakdown of Bluey Season 3 episode Promises.
This episode of Bluey is called Promises.
As always, I'm super excited to share with you all of the hidden details I found in this episode, from the traditional long dog and tennis ball Easter eggs all the way through to guest stars, as well as some of the little background details that maybe you might have missed. If you're new to my channel, of course, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and bell button down below, so that way you know whenever I bring out any more Bluey content. With that being said, let's just jump straight into it with our traditional Easter eggs, and that is the long dog and the tennis balls. Now, we actually have 4 tennis balls in this episode. We have 2 in the entranceway, which we usually see. We have one new one, which is in the cafe underneath the chair in the background, and then another one that we have seen before in the picture on the staircase. We do also have 2 unique long dogs in this episode, and I think the 2 are kind of a bit of a shout out to 2 of the cameo actors in this. So the first long dog is in a poster up on the wall at the library, and the second long dog is down the bottom there on the shelf. Now, something really cool about this episode is, of course, like a lot of Bluey episodes, it is set at a real live location in Brisbane. So the library here is based off Ashgrove Library, and everything from the little cubby inside to the park outside, the bench, the look of the building in total looks exactly like the real life Ashgrove Library. But it's not just the library that is also from real life, but also the trampoline park that the girls go to. That is Urban Extreme over in Brisbane as well. Now, we also have 4 little Easter eggs to do with the books that the girls have, as well as Bandit has, during this episode. So the first one we see is a book with a budgie on the front. That budgie looks identical to the one that's in the entranceway, and is also a bit of a shout out to the episode Copycat. Bandit's book that he chooses as well is very much an archaeology book. It's got a dog bone on the spine as well as on the cover, and of course we know that Bandit is an archaeologist, so it's kind of a cool joke that he has that book. Also, in case you missed it, we see the Sleepy Time book down next to Bingo's bed as well before the girls go to sleep at night. And the book that Bluey is reading with the title on it, we see again in the episode Mini Bluey further on in season 3. Now, one of the coolest cameos I think from this season is the Gotta Be Done ladies. They are 2 mums from Australia who do a podcast doing sort of like a review and breakdown of episodes as well. Not so much Easter eggs like myself, but just chatting about like the themes of the lessons and things like that in the show. If you haven't seen that podcast, definitely go and check it out. But it was so cool, they both got to have voice acting cameos in this episode. So we have both Mary Bowling and Kate McMahon being the librarian as well as the library person that the girls interact with, and it's so cool that they got to do this. Now, speaking of background characters, we do have quite a few cameos as well. The coolest one though, I think, is that the kid from Mr. Monkey Jocks who receives the monkey is also at the trampoline park in the background as well. We also see Rocco running in the background, perhaps him and Bandit are running buddies. Doreen going towards the bus stop. We see Winton's dad reading, not eating a sausage this time, as well as the salesman that we are going to see again in the episode Sheepdog.
Cheeky dogs, if you've been enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and leave a comment. It really means a lot to me into helping build my channel, and the YouTube gods also seem to like channels that have lots of likes in them as well.
Another cool throwback as well that you might have missed is that Bluey on the way to the trampoline park is actually playing Sean in the back of the car.
Sean!
So a little cool throwback to that episode in game. And of course, I love all the bingo jokes in this as well. So Bandit and Chili the whole way through are making jokes, and kind of like parent jokes about how when toddlers say funny things, we like to talk about it with our partner. And Bingo, of course, is no different with saying funny things, as we know from Trifficult. But we do get some new ones, such as I am hurry-upping. And when Bandit says for her to stop whinging, she said, I only just started. And of course, we also hear her say, I'm not interested in that, which we hear her actually say in the episode Curry Quest.
Let's go!
I am not interested in that.
Another little detail about Bingo as well that maybe you might have missed is that she has a bunny rabbit at the front of her book bag, and we know that Bingo loves bunnies. She loves Floppy, and she also has a bunny nightlight. Some extra little details that maybe you might have missed is when they are at the trampoline park, there's a sign in the background saying no shoes, which makes no sense because they never wear shoes in Bluey. So why did they have a sign saying no shoes? 2 other funny little details is another one from the cafe where they see a don't feed the ibis or the bin chicken. And then we also see the girls brushing their teeth, but they're not using their usual toothbrushes, which are the electric ones that we've seen in other episodes, just regular toothbrushes here. One of my favorite things though, I think, from this episode is the 4th wall break that Bluey does when she is thinking inside of her head about whether or not to keep her promise and keep playing or to leave with her parents when they asked her to leave. And I love that she breaks the 4th wall looking at us. She doesn't say anything out loud. We just see the swing silently go through. And I really enjoyed this idea of this episode. The idea of, you know, you've got to learn to keep your promises, but to not make silly promises or to be mean and force people to do something because you made them promise to do it. So I really enjoyed that lesson. I also love the joke about Bingo saying to her parents, like, you promised you'd always love us, and Bandit freaking out about it. So I thought that was really funny, and then of course super sweet at the end with Bandit saying that he will always love them.
I promise I'll always love you.
So for me, it's a 4.25 out of 5 long dogs. I just thought it was such a beautiful episode. I love the Easter eggs. I love that the Gotta Be Done ladies were in it. It is my dream to one day possibly get an interview with someone from Ludo Studios, or to even voice like one line in Bluey. I would love that. So if you'd like to help me make my dream come true, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. The bigger my audience, the more likely that Ludo Studios might actually say yes if I ask them. But until then, I did pick out an extra video for you cheeky dogs to watch in case you're interested, and I will see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!